What's going on, everybody? My name is Zach. This is just a little channel introduction to Proof and Pigskins. As if you were a previous viewer of this channel, it was a trading card channel for sports cards and football, Magic the Gathering, baseball. Um, but we don't really film those anymore, so we have decided to start a podcast for our new endeavors and new collections that we've been doing. We're more into bourbons nowadays, and just talking and watching football. Uh, we got me, who's the original guy from the channel. As much as you don't know my face, I'm the guy behind the camera. My name is Zach, like I said before. We're gonna have Trevor. That's my brother. He's really knowledgeable about bourbon, a little bit more than me, but we do collect a lot, as I'll get into in a little bit. This is only gonna be about a 10-minute introduction video, as I will put this, so I'm not gonna waste your guys' time with just blabber. Um, yeah, so Trevor's gonna be on here, and he's super knowledgeable about bourbon, and he's got a good football mindset. And we're gonna have another guy joining the channel once in a while when Trevor's work schedule doesn't work out for doing the podcast recordings. And his name's Chuck. He runs another podcast. He's really good with editing and whatnot. Likes bourbon. Likes football. He's more of just our entertaining guy. We're more of the nerds about all the stuff that we're going to talk about. So it'd be a little kickback, just fun thing to have on. And he's super cool. So we're very excited to start this. A lot of talking, a lot of cigars smoking, and bourbon drank to talk about this. So rather than just BSing and just drinking without recording ourselves, we're just going to have a couple drinks and talk about football, something that we already do. So it'll just be kind of kicking back with the guys. And it'll be fun for you guys to be able to put your comments down and tell us how you think about something that we're talking about. The channel is not going to be child friendly, obviously, because we're drinking bourbon and talking football, and we will swear. It's not. It's just going to happen when we get into pressing arguments about stuff. So sorry in advance if you don't like swearing. We're going to try to limit it, but it's just going to happen with drinking and whatnot. So getting into our bourbons, between me, Chuck, and Trevor, we have probably around $8,000 to $9,000 in whiskeys. Primarily not a lot of the big chase bottles, but we do have a lot of chase bottles. As you saw, my first post on the Instagram, if you've been on it, was a Heaven Hill 22 year, which is pretty expensive, and we will probably be doing a sampling or blind of it onto our podcast. But we're more into store picks and single barrels. So if you're from the area where we are, we'll shout out the stores that we're talking about, but most of the store picks that we get from there, that's kind of our allocated bottles to what we like. We are beyond the point of liking tater bottles, and we will drink the tater bottles. I will say that though. But we really do enjoy store picks and just new unique flavors. Mostly that we've started with Larcenies and Heaven Hills and Buffalo Traces. We've kind of expanded it on from that, and it's going to be more or less like Nulus and Penelopes and Evernorth if you're from Michigan or Ohio area, I'm pretty sure, or Wisconsin. We're going to have Evernorth on here and sample some of their stuff. Shout out to Dan. I was up there just doing a barrel pick a couple months ago for a store in Kalamazoo, Michigan. So that was a very fun experience, and I hope to have these guys talk to you one day. Getting more into the football side, we're going to talk more than just football, but primarily football for the next couple months because of everything that's going on in football. We have free agency, which just wrapped up. We're having the draft in roughly 30-ish days, which you're going to see everybody that's going to be a part of my group because we are going to Pittsburgh for the draft. We'll have some short little coverage videos, probably do some mock drafts on night one after night one happens and talk about night one for about 30 minutes. But you guys will meet my other siblings and my family members that are with me. We'll probably have a couple glasses of bourbon or beers and just chit chat with you guys on a live So if you guys want to experience the draft, other than maybe it was in your hometown, uh, there'll be some filming of it. Last year, I travel every year for the draft. I will say that. But last year in Green Bay, I'll put that clip on Instagram. We got the experience to go kick field goals on Lambeau Field as Detroit Lions fans, so you can obviously guess of to what's gonna be on that video of us getting the Green Bay fans going and the Green Bay fans getting us going. So it was a fun experience. You guys will laugh at it. See Trevor kick some field goals. I actually made one. I've never played football in my life, but I love to watch it, and I'm very knowledgeable about nerdy the nerdy shit of football. Um, like we were, let's just put this into that. A couple nights ago, we were talking, and I was just sitting on the couch when all these other guys that were a part of our football group were BSing at the table, just naming off players, and they started getting into just players that you wouldn't think. Um, and I'm just naming college after college after college, just half asleep. And so I know the statistical sides of football a lot. I love football. It's something that I just have a crave to talk about all the time. So it gets annoying to people that I talk to in person about it. So I'm going to talk to you guys about it. Um, but hmm, what do we get at now? I'm just gonna go for a couple more minutes for you guys. Here's one of the bottles that I have, just an empty. It's gonna be going on my bar, so it's just a Nulu single barrel. It's 118 proof. It's a 5-year age. Got these in Michigan for I think 30 for the discount they had in Michigan. So it's not my favorite bottle, but for $30 for 100 and almost 20 proof, you are getting serious value and something that usually 120 proof. If it's not a benchmark full proof, if it's like I'm talking more or less like a Weller full proof, you're paying like $160. So if you could find something that's a full proof for that low, it's value. Not the best flavor, like I said, but hey, 120 proof if you're trying to get that kick. Um, so let's get into the draft a little bit more. I got offhand there, but the draft, we're gonna be there night one, night two, and day three, and we're gonna be going to I think the Pro Football Hall of Fame because we're staying in somewhere in Ohio because Pittsburgh's just astronomically priced to stay there for the draft, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to do some videoing down there, but it's okay. Um, we're going to probably do, like I said, some coverage on there. It's not going to be a lot. It's just chaos. If you've never been to a draft, it's hell. Uh, there's a lot of people shoulder to shoulder, and we don't have. I don't want to risk losing like production materials, like the microphone, and the dongle that goes into my phone. So yeah, starting I think next week we're going to have either Chuck or Trevor on here. It's sounding more like Trevor probably um, because of Easter, but we're going to do just a first round mock draft, talk about some guys, share a couple bourbons. We're probably going to do Rock Hill Farm and Heaven Hill 22, even though I just said we're not going to do taters. But it's the first episode, so we're going to treat ourselves a little bit better for the bourbons we're going to try. For the future, we're going to probably for the summer talk about more about bourbons. Just because of football is gonna get quiet, so we'll probably talk about some baseball. Trevor was a college baseball player. I was a high school baseball player. Baseball is primarily our sport that we know like a lot of the technicals about. Uh, so we'll probably talk a little bit baseball. But we're gonna over the summer we're gonna do bourbons, we're gonna do blinds, we're gonna do store pick blinds, just flavor blinds. Um, probably do some baseball, and then once August hits, we'll start doing not spring training, training camp talk and talk about who's going to be in that 56 roster, not 56, 52 man roster, and just dive into that and do week by week coverage. We hope that you guys tag along for that. It's going to be a little slow. We're starting in a slow point for like football and sports in general. We all know that fall is going to be the more crazy time to talk about football and just hockey, basketball. But we have a few guys that are others. They're going to jump in here that are some pretty big influencers for the whiskey community. We have some cool connections, so we'll probably have some people that you guys will recognize talk on here. So we are looking forward to that. But for the meantime, we hope that you guys enjoy our Proof and Pigskins videos. Jameson's talking in the background. You guys will meet Jameson one day. But we hope that you follow along with Proof and Pigskins, and we cannot wait to start recording for you guys. Looking forward to meeting y'all. Bye.